Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be creating the Shop the Look post for you guys in real time so you can see how you can create it yourself. For those that aren't initiated into this process, what it is a lot of bloggers, what they do is they have a page that's specifically created to curate some of their best finds around the internet, and therefore they are able to sprinkle in a bunch of affiliate links. And oftentimes what they'll do is they'll write a blog post. Let's say you're a home decor blogger. You would write about, whatever it is, like let's say designing your living room, and then you basically create a link that links to the Shop My Home page. And so on the Shop My Home page, you have a ton of different links to all the products that you normally would actually purchase or you have inside your home. And oftentimes what you can actually do is have a bunch of affiliate links in there so that you can make some money off of it. For all of the blogs that I have set up, I have a specific page for Shop My Home or Shop My Kitchen page, and it's actually done pretty well considering that I've only spent 30-40 minutes on each page. I'll share with you guys basically screenshots of how these pages have done. These pages can do really well if you're strategic and you are able to link to that post from some of your blog posts that are the most relevant. So just make sure that if you set this up and take the time to set it up, make sure that when you create blog posts in the future as well as review blog posts in the past, you're actually linking to your Shop the Home page, which will allow you to get traction to that page so that people can see what you recommend and what you offer. Now there are two shortcut ways that you can create basically these pages so that you have all the products all in view so that people can shop it just like a catalog. And that is if you're a part of RewardStyle or ShopStyle. These are two affiliate programs, and I talked all about these affiliate programs. I'll go ahead and link up here my video where I talked all about all the different affiliate programs that I am a part of. But RewardStyle, I feel like has an awesome widget, and then ShopStyle actually has an awesome widget, and it's beautiful and it's faster than RewardStyle. Now the reason why I say ShopStyle is faster is because I took one of my blog posts and actually created widgets on both RewardStyle and ShopStyle. ShopStyle won by a hair. So I'm going to go ahead and use ShopStyle. I know ShopStyle was bought out by Rakuten, and I believe they have a huge, massive engineering team behind them. I know RewardStyle was a smaller boutique, and I think they've grown, obviously, but ShopStyle has a huge engineering team behind them, and I think that probably equates to making sure that there's efficiency in the plugins that they release and all the updates that they do for the widgets. So anyway, that is why I'm sticking with ShopStyle for my blog posts, not only because of the speed, but also because it's actually, I find it's more aesthetically appealing than RewardStyle, because RewardStyle, it's called the boutique post, and it's basically squares with gray squares around them, and I just like the minimal lines around my products and the ability to hover over if I wanted to. So there's a lot of different options with ShopStyle, but then again, I haven't made a lot of money from ShopStyle just yet because I've started doing that. There's also another plugin that's absolutely free that will take you time to get screenshots of your affiliate products that you want to promote and then being able to link out of them. And this will take you a while, especially if you have a ton of different products. Whereas with RewardStyle and ShopStyle, you just basically click a bookmarklet, add it to a list, and then create a widget out of it. That's really easy, and you just copy and paste the shortcode on there. But this plugin is supposed to be faster. The images should be hosted on your blog, and then the links are there. But then every time you update a link, you have to go in and make sure you swap out those links and make sure that you have no follow or sponsored on these affiliate links. Whereas with the widget, you can go in and just remove it and then add a new product if you wanted to, and the widget will actually update your blog post without you even touching the blog post. So that's a huge consideration, especially if you want to do it this route, which I have a lot of blogger friends recommend having the images hosted and the links all embedded onto your site. Whereas I feel like with RewardStyle and ShopStyle, it's a little bit faster, and I prefer that. But I wanted to show you guys what this looks like, because this is actually what's on my lifestyle blog, because I'm following what some of my blogger friends are doing. I'm going to trial it out to see if I get a lot of conversions or make a lot of sales through this process. And I'll also show you this page speed for my Shop My Home post so that you guys can see what the page speed is for this site. There are several Shop Your Post or Shop Your Blog plugins out there. What I find is if I have a shop page, those don't do as well as my embedded Shop Your Post pages. So basically what I mean by that is on your home page, you might have a shop button that takes you to all your affiliate products that you love and want to share with your readers. That page doesn't do quite as well as if I, let's say, had a project where I was doing a DIY or a wall decor project and I had a bunch of shop this post links there. So I will say that that latter type actually does way better in terms of affiliate income than does the shop my home page. Now, it might be because I'm not a well-known blogger. I know a lot of well-known bloggers will actually have that page as one of their most important income generating pieces, but for me, it's very specific to a blog post when I make the most income. So overall, I'm going to share with you my 5 plugins that I've actually used and actually have live on across all of my sites. And I have told you guys before, I have 2 currently in 2021 that are monetized and 3 that I'm just playing around with, trying to stand up while I'm still trying to create content on these 2 other live money-making sites, okay? So these are the 5 that I use, and I have the catch, which means basically things you need to know before you use that plugin. So I have Thrive Apprentice. I actually have like Thrive themes as well on 2 of my sites, and I pay $225 for like the whole kit and caboodle. But if you just wanted to use this plugin, and I'll show you exactly how these pages are laid out so you can see what the differences are, but Thrive Apprentice is $67. What's great about it is you have custom design, but it loads like your pages a little bit slower. Thrive is known to bog down your site quite a bit. So just a heads up, if you guys want to use that, just make sure that you test your page speed before and after installing Thrive. There's also Woocommerce, Wzone. I think Woocommerce is kind of like Shopify, where they help like small business owners who have products that they want to sell online, create like really good schemas so that Google can find them and all that stuff. And so they have this like plugin that's not kind of tied to it, but it's the same company. And it allows you to basically create these beautiful pages with Amazon affiliate links. So you have to get your Amazon API key, which is really easy to do. I don't want you guys to get caught up in the technical pieces of it. I'll go ahead and link out to PPC Surfside. They have an amazing video tutorial on how to set this up, and I actually use that tutorial to set this up, but I'll show you what it looks like on my kids' craft site that they're trying to stand up. The only thing that you need to know about this is it's Amazon only, so if you want to use like Impact Radius, like I mentioned in previous videos, go ahead and check out the card if you guys want to know about other affiliate programs. But like if you wanted to use like RewardStyle and all that, you can't do that with this plugin, but it's Amazon only. But it's really easy to add products, and you can have it so that once they click on the product from your shop page, it takes them to like a very detailed page with all the information and different images of the product before they actually click through and buy the product. So it's a 2-click process to buy so that they can see the details on your actual page. So that plugin is $49, and I'll show you what that looks like. It's actually really beautiful. It makes your site look like an actual store. So if you're planning on going that route where your site is more of a store than it is a blog, this is an awesome option for you. Shop Page WP. This is actually a free plugin, but it allows you to actually create the product images and upload them to your site so that they're serving from your site versus like pulling from a different site. Because if you're pulling from a different site, I think it slows down your page speed quite a bit, but it's harder to add products. And when I mean harder, it like just takes a few more steps than if you would basically allowing an API to pull those images for you. So it takes some time to add products, but the benefit is that it'll load faster on your site. Now, ShopStyle and RewardStyle are very similar, but ShopStyle has an easy approval process. RewardStyle has a harder approval process, and what's great about them is that they actually work with Amazon as well. I would prefer that you guys link out to Amazon Associates before you link out from here, but if you're trying to create like this boutique look or whatever, it might be worthwhile for you to use the actual plugin and the tools that they have, like they call them widgets. They're not, I mean, it's a plugin, and in their actual interface, they call them widgets, but you use the widgets to actually curate the Amazon images rather than relying on Amazon. One thing that I didn't leave in here is that Amazon also has their own like widget native tools where you can install some HTML and put it on your site, and then it'll have like an Amazon feel. And so I just didn't want like the orange and black and like Amazon vibe on my site, so that's why I didn't use that. So this is Thrive Apprentice. This is on my food blog, and then this is on actually the sangnickerson.com site that's related to this YouTube channel. And so you can see here, like you can basically customize the images. These are all loaded actually on my site, and then I have buy on Amazon here. Once you hover over, you can basically change the look and feel of what you want these little buttons to look like. You could also add more text, less text. Here I decided to add logos on here as well. Again, downside is that number 1, there's a cost to it, and number 2, it has a potential to slow down your site. Here is Woocommerce, Wzone, whatever you want to call it. What this allows you to do is pull from Amazon's database of products. And so here you can see that kids bracelet making kits is what this category page is for on the blog. There is a Chrome extension that you can install. And then when you're on the Amazon site, you can choose what products to put into this category, or even pull in entire categories and just like say, hey, I want maximum 10 or 15. But overall, what I do is I choose the products I want in these categories, and then you can rename these titles if you didn't like it. And once they click on it, then they get to this page that allows you to see all of the different alternative images. I think I actually have a separate plugin for this to basically install different images, but you've got description, you got additional information, and you have like the details of it, and you can change a lot of this after it's even being pulled in. So just FYI here, it's really, really pretty, but downside is that it's $49 and also it's Amazon specific. Now this is the Shop Page WP plugin. It's free, so that's the beauty of it, but this is what it looks like. These images are hosted on my site, and so what that means is that I have to save these files and upload them and make sure that, you know, I install it correctly and all that good stuff. So once you have all of the products configured, what you want to do is then add the Shop Page WP into Gutenberg. There's like a Gutenberg block that you can add to say the number of columns and product IDs. There's like four or five different options of like this buy now. You can also say shop now, or, you know, buy from Amazon, whatever you want to do, but you can add any types of links in here. But the only thing is that you're limited to without any CSS or coding or anything like that, but you're limited to 4 different designs for these buttons. Okay. And what I don't like about this specifically is that, like, you see how these images are all the same size. Like this is actually 300 by 300. It's not like, because of the text here, it isn't aligned, right? And so that's just a minor annoyance for me, but if you don't like that and that bothers you, you might not use this one either. Now ShopStyle is really great. ShopStyle doesn't have as many stores, I feel like, as RewardStyle. This is what the plugin, when it's installed on your website, actually looks like. You can choose whether or not you show the product, the brand, the price. This is basically how it looks, and it's beautiful, it's uniform, and unlike this one where it's not aligned, this one is really aligned, and so I love it. So what you do is you go to the ShopStyle website, and then you pull in the code, and then you paste it into your blog post, and that's really it. It's really that easy. And then if this ever gets, you know, let's say this wreath is out of stock, it actually has this interface that shows you, hey, this thing is out of stock, go ahead and update it. You update it on the ShopStyle site, and it will actually update it on your blog immediately. So that's what's nice about the ShopStyle plugin. Now this is the RewardStyle plugin. This is basically a plugin and then an affiliate program, and they have different tools that you can use similar to ShopStyle, and one of their tools is like the boutique widget tool, and that's what I use here. They also have like the shop the look post, but I think it only allows you to show one image before you like arrow back and forth. And what I find with RewardStyle is that this one works better for shop the post, but the problem is that, you know, it puts a square border in here and it's not aligned, right? So here's like a fabric image, and then you got a tree, and it's not perfectly aligned like this is. So it's kind of like an annoyance, similar to the Shop Page WP plugin. I don't like it as much, but overall it's really easy to use. What I'll also do is actually create collages of these products and do a screenshot of all of the boxes, and it's a really easy way to create Pinterest pins if you have a ton of products that you want to share. But this is what it looks like, and then this is on the back end what the widget looks like whenever you put it in. It's just basically a custom HTML code. That's these tools in a nutshell. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a very, very quick overview of each of these different plugins so you can see how you'll interact with it. This is assuming that you are smart enough to figure out how to basically sign up for these programs, put your credit card number in, and also understanding that you know how to install a plugin. I'm going to go into just a high-level overview so that you can have an appreciation of what it takes to set up all of these pages. All right, so this is the Saying Nickerson site. That's kind of like the sister blog to this YouTube channel. I'm gonna go ahead and click on edit with Thrive Architect. Thrive Architect is like the plugin that I'm using here. And as you can see, it's slow. You can see that already. It's kind of slow. So here, if I hover over here, I can highlight this. And the way that Thrive is set up, Thrive Architect specifically is set up, is that you have like customizations for each of the different elements here, and then you can add elements in here. So if I wanted to add a button, right, I add it in here. Let's say I wanted to add it here, okay? Here's the click now button. I can click on here, change the different colors to black, right? And if I wanted like the borders to not be like so round, I can put like 0. See? And it changes. And then to add an affiliate link, all I have to do is go to, let's see here, I think it's main options. Yep, and then you just put the link. Nope, here's a link. So if I wanted to put the link, https://amazon.com, I could do that, right? And then it'll click, and then you can just preview your work and do it that way. Because this is a live page, I'm not gonna go ahead and do that. But you can also add images too. So if you wanted to add an image right on top of it, let's see, image. Okay, you can add an image like, let's see, this. And then make it smaller or bigger or whatever you want to do, right? Right above it. And then there's like different things you can do, like containers. So if I want to do a container to like make sure that there's like columns and stuff, I could do that. So I'm not going to go ahead and save this, but overall, what you'll find is that you're going to spend so much time trying to get this all like laid out correctly. You see how like there's like these little boxes here? Like it took me forever to figure out how do I like evenly space each of these little buttons. And even with all this text here, like you see how my buttons are not aligned. Overall, I mean, I like the look of this, but it just took a while to set up. So that is Thrive Architect to create your shop, your blog posts. Next, we're going to talk about Wzone. What this is again, it only works on Amazon sites, and it creates these pages that are absolutely beautiful, kind of like this, right? So if I go to the shop page here, go to kids bracelet making kits, right? And then click on this. You can see that there's a page here, and then when I click on it, it goes to the Amazon site, okay? And I didn't have to do any work to get this done except for picking the products that I wanted to show on that page. And so once you install it and set everything up, so here I am on my blog backend under products. Don't get confused by Woocommerce and basically Wzone. Wzone is where you actually configure like the plugin initially, and then Woocommerce is where you plug in like, Woocommerce is, don't even worry about that unless PPC Surfside told you to set it up there. But if you go to products and you go to categories, you can see all of the different categories that I have, and I can add it into different. All right, so I'm gonna go to all products, and then you can see here I can click on edit and then choose basically what categories I want to add it to, and it'll show up. So let's pretend that I wanted to add it to Cricut machines. So let's pretend like these earpods are a Cricut machine, right? I go ahead and click on update, and it should allow me to go to that site and see it. So let me go to Our Crafty Life, and then I'm gonna go to shop, and then I said Cricut machines, right? So click on that. You can see these ear plugs showed up, and all the details came in with it. And all I did was honestly just add it from my Amazon page. So that is Wzone in a nutshell. All right, so next up, I'm gonna go to shop page WP on my site. So here, let me just show you what the actual page looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and view post, and let's see. If I click on this little hamburger button and go to shop, you can see what my page looks like. And if I click on it, it just goes to the Amazon site, or the page that is the affiliate program, okay? So that's what that looks like. And what I do is I generally will save that image. Make sure you have permission to save images from your affiliate programs, right? And what I'll do is actually, I've set my keyboard shortcut to Control-Shift-S to create any screenshots, and then I have a Photoshop template that's like 300 by 300 that I pasted in there, and then save the image and then upload it. It takes a while to create all of these products, but here's one. I'll go ahead and edit it so you guys can see what that looks like. So if I edit it, you can see here's like my 300 by 300 image that I added. Here are the product details. All I did was I added the affiliate link in there, and then just left everything else alone. I'm pretty sure I left everything else alone, and then I just hit update, okay? And then it'll give you a number on, basically, if I go back to the all products, I can see the product ID, okay, you see that? And if I go to instructions, it tells me exactly what shortcode to use here. So here you can see that if I wanted the category of electronics, I just put that in there. But what I've done is I specifically wanted each of these pages in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my site real quick so you can see what that looks like. You can see here that I have a shop page WP plugin. The way that you add that is you just do the / and then do shop page once you add the plugin in there, and I'll add it in here. And so what I want to do is say 3 columns, categories. You can like add the category of that product if you wanted to, or you can do it by ID. So this is what I do. I just do a comma with whatever the ID is for that page. So if I go back in here and hit on all products, you can see the products that I want to group on, and I have 149 products. And if you don't like how it only shows, let's say, I think there's like only 25 items. If you do screen options and you do 200, hit apply, you can change this view, and you can also, let me see here, change the extended view like this, so you can see a bunch of different details, but I don't like that view. I'm gonna go ahead and click on back, hit apply, and honestly, that's what I do. I go ahead and whatever the header is, I'll go ahead and add each of those different items, and then when I'm done, I just hit save and update that page. And so the page basically looks like this, all right? There's other things that you can configure as well on this. So if I go to, let me see here, settings, I can change like the button text. I can change the default style. There's no style on the button, or grid spacing. I'm pretty sure that you can have someone customize that button for you if you wanted to, with a little bit of CSS and the additional CSS field in your theme. And then you can have a custom size if you wanted to. And I wanted mine to all be uniform, so that's why I put 300 by 300. So that is Shop WP in a nutshell. All right, so with RewardStyle, also known as Like to Know It, you can have a boutique view. So here, if I wanted to add this product in here, just like this, for, let's say, RewardStyle, it's very similar to ShopStyle. So this is the product here. I'm just gonna go to Pottery Barn. That's like a better one for me to show you what that looks like. All right, so here's a product. I can go ahead and click on Link Ninja. That's what they call this little widget tool, right? And I can add it to one of these categories here. And if I wanted to do, just add one, add a folder, demo, I'll hit on add. Okay, so it should show up. And what I can do is go back in here, I'm gonna refresh and choose my demo folder. And I would recommend creating a system on how you name these so that when you want to add similar products in there, you can find them. But here's demo. Go back, you can see what that looks like. Okay, you could add a ton of different more products in there to create an album. So let me just add this stuff in here too. Perfect. All right, so there's that. And then what you do is you basically click on any of these things in here that you want to show, what size you want, how many columns you want, and the max number of products. If you hit copy code, it'll allow you to do the shop boutique widget thing in here. And all you need to do here, I'm not going to save this page, but here. What you want to do is / short code, and then just paste it in there just like that. And ShopStyle is the same way. So if I want to go to ShopStyle, I go to Amazon or go to ShopStyle, and then it takes a bit. It takes like a long time for me to add like albums in here. So you can create a new list called electronics. So it'll come down here. It's not very intuitive. Electronics for work. Hit create. Okay, so I've added those items there. If I go back into ShopStyle, so this is like their back-end website where you can create basically widgets. These are widgets. So I want to create a new widget. So hit add product widget, and then what I want to do is choose from my list here, and then on the left is the list. So I know it's not very intuitive, but let's see, electronics for work. I add to widget, and then I hit next in here, and I'm going to call this electronics for work. So you just name the list. Now you're naming the widget, electronics for work. And then you can choose what you want to see in here. So you can do the retailer if you wanted to, or not. You do the sale price, or not. You know, caption, or not. And then I just removed the get sale alert because I think that helps ShopStyle somehow to email people. I just don't prefer that. And then also you can hide all of that and then just have it hover over and you can see it. So it's very, very clean looking. You hit publish, and then you have this widget in here just like this, and instead of like let's see, copy embed code, and then instead of doing a shortcut, you would do custom HTML. Okay, just like that. And that's what would show up on your site, so that you have a view similar to this one. And I just showed you RewardStyle. So that is basically a quick overview of all those tools in a nutshell. Hopefully you guys find that useful. I hope you found this tactical video useful. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm more than happy to help. And if you guys like videos like this, make sure you check out my free course that I have down below. It's absolutely free. I hope you guys know that I only share the things that I actually use for my blog. I've spent a ton of money before, like using things that I really didn't need. If I have any caveats on some of the products I share, or I don't think is a good thing for beginners, you're in the beginner stages, I'll make sure that I note that for you guys as well. But overall, this course is absolutely free. The only way I'm making money is through affiliate links that I use in the course. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the course lessons. I'll be more than happy to help there. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, and make sure you click on the subscribe button. Thanks guys. Bye.